This week on Pirate Chain Parlay, former art director and owner of a creative agency, his passion for art and inspiring others was born while attending Art Basel. If you aren't doing what you love, you're just wasting your time. These are the words of Sergey Gordienko, a multidisciplinary visual artist and painter who has come to inspire us through his art. He's been featured in Forbes magazine. His artwork has been showcased in the most well-recognized art exhibitions within the US and Europe. Gordienko's artwork is refreshing, colorful, and unique. He's dedicated to helping people appreciate every moment, feel free, to not be afraid, and to lead a happier life by doing what they love. You can follow his paintings at dowhatyoulove.art. Also follow him on Instagram as dowhatyoulove. And visit his newest art gallery located in Wynwood at 82 Northeast 29th Street in Miami, Florida. Pirate Chain Parlay starts now. Here is your host, Dreampin.
I'm gonna just try to make it smooth and nice shots. Oops. So I guess that's pretty much it. A little bit overview of the studio, gallery.
That was fantastic, Sergey. I'm here with Sergey Gordienko. As you have just seen some amazing art on the wall there in his art gallery. Incredible stuff. All the stuff that you just showed us. But let me ask you some sort of more personal questions about your road to here. From what I understand, you used to run a successful creative business. What made you give all that up and become a full-time artist?
So first of all, thank you for asking. Thank you for having me. So I've been running my creative agency for a while, and it was beautiful, amazing adventure, to solve the problems by my creative skills, by my team, and amazing, beautiful people who work with me. We was creating branding, web development, websites, everything, you name it. We were doing amazing jobs. But after a certain amount of years, after about 15 years of working as a creative director and run my company in Russia and in States, I decided to I just felt like I'm not really enjoying it anymore as much as I was enjoying it in the beginning. And yeah, I was start like trying myself. I've been painting like all my life, right? But it was as a hobby. I never believed in myself enough to claim myself and call myself like artist. And I definitely did not thought I can make money enough to just keep doing like paintings and being a full-time artist. So when I understood that like it's not bringing me joy as much as it used to be, I started looking in different directions and trying myself. I was thinking like maybe I should like go and do like cinematography, like a filmography, like movies or at least commercials, and like try like motion art and some other things. But then I met one beautiful person, lady, and she inspires me. And she was a full-time artist already, and her name is Maria Tokareva, beautiful human being. And she believed in me, she supported me, and she inspires me to start my career as a full-time artist. So, and I start making the moves, making the steps to that direction. And eventually I just can cancel all my businesses and focus on one thing that brings me the most joy and most satisfaction and happiness. It's creating an art and just paint anywhere, and do anything like murals, canvases, clothes, cars, like just create something from scratch by using my skills and my visions. And not only in like digital, but in physical world. So, yeah.
That is an amazing story, Sergey, and fascinating, really, because I'm not too sure if, people that listening to us right now would appreciate, what it takes to give up a successful business and to get into, a new adventure, doing, what satisfies you the most. So in that journey, what is the main challenge you faced when, you transitioned from successful businessman into, brand new, well, what am I doing here type of artist?
Yeah. So the main challenges would be like, there was a lot of challenges. Like most of them like was financial challenges, right? Like when you're not sure how you're gonna pay your bills and how you're gonna make it happen, like, how it's gonna work out. So that's the scariest part. Like when you have no guarantee how much paintings you're gonna sell this month, or like, how you're gonna make a revenue. So, and luckily enough, I've been like prepared for that financially a little bit, so I had some savings from my previous business, and it gave me opportunity to do not stress about it like first couple of years, I would say. Like, I mean, like I was selling some art like from beginning. Like my first painting that I sold was $800. I mean, it was $1,600, but 50% the gallery took. So I got on my hands only $800. But still, I I realized that my art and the pieces that I create was very, I don't want to say popular, but like it was pretty much easy to sell somehow. Even though, as I said, first 2 years, like that was not any guarantees or any any like
it was not a sure path, right? It wasn't, the outcome was not certain.
Absolutely, yeah. So it was like, it always was like, you never know like how you're gonna do like next month and so on. But yeah.
What do you want to say to people about that period, and how do you cope with it, sort of both financially? You mentioned you prepare, but
Yeah.
Mentally it must be hard, and especially a lot of people these days, they expect overnight success, right? They expect to get into something and then suddenly boom, they've arrived. How long did it take you to become established in the space?
Well, I would say it took about like a first couple of years, like 2-3 years, just dedication, commitment, and like focusing on one thing. Like when you really focusing on one thing and not taking any other adventures or opportunities, like that doesn't serve your main goal. That's the timeline when you really start receiving like a feedback from people by like recognition, like, or you can start like really understanding that you're doing something right because you feel support from community, from your collectors, from your friends, from your family, like they see you doing, like you commit, you just focus, you're doing one thing, you're not like trying to like do everything in one time. So yeah, I would say like a couple years at least of like focusing, dedication, and working on one thing, and after that you'll be rewarded.
Those are great tips for people who are in that journey right now and are trying to do something different. And having said that, we come to the next point. I mean, having looked at all this wonderful art on the wall, it's hard not to notice that the core message that keeps repeating is do what you love. Tell me, why did you choose this message?
So this message being my unconscious motto or slogan, as you wish, pretty much all my life. And I've been following this powerful meaning and message since I remember myself. And I'm always was trying to do what I really enjoy, what I really love to do, and spend my time and surround myself with people who I really want to be surrounded, who I really like, not because I have to or what they're gonna say, what they're gonna think about me, or it doesn't matter who's gonna say what. You always have to listen to yourself and feel this this joy of doing what you're doing, whatever is it. Even if you work for a company and you have like kind of office, maybe like not the most creative job, you still need to ask yourself if you really enjoying your life, if you really enjoying what you're doing. And if it's not, you might need to start making some changes in your life and some small adjustments. And maybe after work, after your office work, like corporate job, you coming home and do you something that bring you joy and happiness, and you really expressing yourself as an artist, as a creator, it doesn't have to be like even physical creation, visual art. It can be music, it can be poetry, it can be singing, it can be dance, it can be like your startup on the side that you're working on, like after the working hours, like you're working on something that you want to build in the future. Or maybe it's your kid, to raise a kid is also creation, it's also art, it's also building something almost from scratch. And it's a different story.
It's not almost, it is from scratch, isn't it?
Yeah. But what I'm trying to say is like always, guys, like keep asking yourself if you're doing what you love, and I've been like always unconsciously asking myself if I'm enjoying my life, if I'm doing what I love, if the country is right, if it's my job is right, if my girlfriend, like everything, like being filtered, or I look through this kind of message every time and correct myself and fix little things. And then eventually, when I was starting my artistic career, I've been trying myself in different styles, and then when I moved to Miami for Art Basel, I start like writing "Do What You Love" to my start like kind of decorating my place, my house with the "Do What You Love" message. And my friends who was coming to visit me, they was like start asking me to create something similar for them with the same message. And I understood that that message is so powerful and so simple and they resonate with the message, they resonate with the colors, they resonate with the energy that behind the message and behind the paint. So, and I started kind of doing commission works for my friends and family members almost. And little by little, people start asking me to do more and more with this slogan. And this is how it began. And then I realized, oh my God, this is the main message. This is the most powerful and most important message in the world. And this is gonna be my, maybe it's my mission to inspire other people to find their passion and do what they love, you love. So this is how it began.
That is a very, very powerful message. I mean, I think that that message is something that a lot of people, will listen to, will look at, and they would feel that, I need to do more of what I love because, life is short after all, isn't it? Now, let me bring myself to the next thing I wanted to ask you, which is that, together with your journey in the arts, as early as 2017, you discovered Bitcoin.
Yes.
Right. And how did you get across it?
Well, the Bitcoin was very blow-minding thing for me when I learned about blockchain and watched several YouTubes and documentaries and start talking to people. I immediately realized that this technology, this is gonna change the whole world, and it's something so big that we're not even understanding. I mean, some of us understanding, but I've been so excited. I've been so enthusiastic about it. So I immediately start investing in Bitcoin, all my fiat money, and start popularizing and start creating the physical art pieces with their crypto or Bitcoin blockchain related themes. And yeah, was just my kind of, I don't want to say gift, but my way to support the community, the people who early adopters or first believers or into the Bitcoin crypto enthusiasts. And yeah, I'm still excited about it, even now, and I still believe in it and I still support in it. And since then, I never missed any opportunity to showcase my crypto art in any of blockchain crypto events or conferences.
How did you identify, Sergey, with Bitcoin? I mean, what was in Bitcoin that drew your interest?
Well, a lot of things, like the freedom, I mean, at that moment of time, I was thinking it's privacy. Again, I'm not a technical guy, so in my eye, it was very secure and very something that you cannot change, hack, or lie to. So, and plus, we don't need like the banks anymore. We don't need like, you know, like third parties to prove who owns what. So like all these small details was the part of my excitement about the technology.
Freedom is a big part of your message. I mean, you don't say it, but behind do what you love. That is kind of like one of the biggest underlying themes, isn't it?
That's so true, because when you do what you love, you have freedom, like inner freedom within yourself, and like do whatever you want with this life, you know, with your life and in this world. So it's I think it's without doing what you love, you're not really kind of free, you know, like you, if you like hate your job, you know, are you free? Not really, you know, you have to, because I know you have to maybe pay your bills or family and whatever. So it's like it goes together, the freedom, happiness, joy, love, success, everything, like with do what you love. So it's all like inside of this message.
That is a message that I think would resonate with a lot of people in the crypto community for sure. I mean, you mentioned already the art that you created, inspired by Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. What other coins did you get sort of interested in?
I'm like, you know, so like I'm mostly invest in Bitcoin and Ethereum, because they were the first ones and most popular ones, iconic ones. But I also invest in different coins sometimes, you know, when I believe the project, like, you know, when I resonate with the project behind this coin. So I'm not really a trader. I mean, I'm not a trader at all. I tried to trade and I lost a lot of money back in the day, so I stopped doing
Trading
that.
is not for everybody, is it?
Absolutely. Like,
I mean, I'm
really,
terrible at it as well.
Yeah, you have to really love it, you know, to do it, because it's taking so much time, and definitely it's not for everybody. So yeah, so if I really resonate with the project, with the idea behind this coin, most likely I'm gonna support and invest, and maybe even, like, you know, hope it's gonna bring me some access someday. Yeah.
So these days, how do you make that decision? I mean, what is important for you in a coin to choose it, sort of, and invest in it?
Right now, I'm listening. My, like, sometimes my friends who into crypto, like, you know, deeply, and from beginning, and sometimes they give me an advice, and I take a look at the, like, white papers, and some do my research and everything. Sometimes it's just intuition, you know, and you, like, kind of like, for example, the pirate chain, you know, like, I feel, I mean, I just recently um, learned or heard about these beautiful technologies that you guys provide, and I've been, like, very excited also to invest in the pirate chain coin, you know, ARRR. So like, you know, when I, like, when Ben showed me the like presentations and some, like, give me some links, so yeah, I've been like, wow, oh my god, like, I didn't know, like, this is the this is not by default exists in Bitcoin, you know, like the privacy thing. So you have a beautiful chart. I don't know, you probably saw it, right? When you compare your coin and other coins and other blockchains. So
does that change a little bit the perception of Bitcoin in your mind? I mean, I started my journey in very similar ways. I thought, oh my God, Bitcoin, that's great, an anonymous way to transact, we're saved.
Yeah.
And then when I realized that Bitcoin is not as private as, it was meant to be, I was very taken aback and, well, a little bit disappointed. Yeah. Now, not so much disappointed that Bitcoin did not have that feature, but more so disappointed that people who love Bitcoin do not consider that to be an important part of it. What do you think about that?
Well, I agree with you. I'm the same. Like as I said, like for the many years, like I did not thought about about the privacy part of the Bitcoin again, because like I've been mostly focusing on creating my art, right? Like, but still, when you realize you cannot unknown, you cannot like forget about it, and now you're like, wait a second, this is something like really not cool, and a lot of people, I think, even now, even for like nowadays, also not doesn't know how the Bitcoin, it's not the way far away from the call themselves like private, like not private coin, but like they have some issues with privacy.
Yeah, absolutely. So I mean, what do you think about financial privacies? Because I mean, that's exactly obviously what Pirate Chain does and looks to bring to to the industry, so to protect people. Is that part of do what you love? Can you do what you love if everything you do is being tracked, monitored, and potentially censored?
Well, this is I think different people had their own opinion about it, and like me personally, I mean, I cannot tell like like I cannot do what I love if I'm transparent, like I kind of like to be transparent in the one way, but at the same time I want to have a choice. I want to have freedom to choose, if I want to like be more private and don't like show everything, like I have this option. And with Bitcoin we don't have it, right? So luckily you guys create something that can fix this problem.
Amazing. I mean, your art is very, very inspiring. Like the message that you put across, I think resonates, very, very strongly with people in the Pirate Chain community. Have you considered digitizing your art?
Well, I working right now on NFT collections and one-on-one and editions and like big numbers of collectibles. So I scan pretty much most all of my arts, and I'm going to sell them as NFTs and some like so I have like a different strategies about it, and right now I'm in between, not even between, but I'm kind of choosing the right strategy, and like, but it's gonna happen soon. So I'm already start selling myself on OpenSea and Foundation and DISO, previous BitCloud blockchain. So yeah, I'm really looking around and seeing, trying to find the best marketplace for my different pieces and different digital art as well.
So does that actually mean that at some point we're going to see a Sergey Gordienko NFT series in collaboration with Pirate Chain? Could that actually happen?
I would love to. Like definitely, because like guys, like I would love to create the series for you and for your blockchain and for your community. So yes, let's make it happen. Like I'm super open for that.
That is amazing, Sergey. That's fantastic to hear. To summarize and to close up, in terms of your message, do what you love. What do you want to say to everybody in the Pirate Chain community? How does that tie in, you think, with everything that, with the passion that everybody has here, and with this very, very big desire to retain their privacy and to retain to as much of their freedom as possible?
So the first of all, I would say do what you love, guys, for sure. Or I would start R first. Yeah, and say no. I mean, like, do what you love, as I said, it's like, for me, it's everything. It's the main message, and it's the most powerful message in the world. So, and I believe the people who already your community, the Pirate Chain community, they already know the meaning and feel the power of this message. So they're already doing what they love, or they're on their way to start doing what they love. And probably with the Pirate Chain, it's gonna happen faster and more secure, and more they're gonna feel more private about it. So definitely, guys, do what you love, enjoy life, focus, be the highest and best version of yourself, share love, and help each other, guys, because we all here a community where we're here to embrace each other and help each other and grow together and learn from each other. So my intention is to collaborate, to create, to make the positive impact into the world and change the world and make it a better place. So together we can make it happen. And if we're doing what we love, it's going to be so natural, organic, and full of joy and happiness and freedom. Thank you for that very lovely message. Now tell me, your website is dowhatyouLove.art. Is that correct? Yes, that's my website, yeah. And it has a lot of your artwork and a lot of information about you. Where can people come to see your art, in person? In person, most of my art located in Miami, Wynwood. You can direct message me on Instagram or through the other social media or website. I think I have address on my website as well, by the way. So yeah, definitely, guys, if you visiting or you in Miami and you want to stop by and say hello and look at my art pieces or just meet me, please let me know. I'm here pretty much every day. So yeah, in Miami, this is the most of my art pieces right here. Well, I have to warn you, because if we start working together and you do an NFT series for Pirate Chain, you might get raided by pirates. Thank you very much for your time today, Sergey. It was lovely to talk to you. Such an amazing message. Do what you love. Thank you very much. Thank you, Tim. Likewise. Thank you. Take care. You too.
Did you know that financial privacy today is freedom tomorrow? Ahoy and welcome to Pirate Chain. Utilizing revolutionary cutting-edge technology that is pioneered and mastered for financial privacy, cryptography, where storing, sending, and receiving your money securely and anonymously isn't just optional, it's set by default. Go to pirate.black now and take control of your financial freedom. Download the full node encrypted wallet under Treasure Chest for ARRR using Mac, Windows, or Linux. Also available on Android under Skull Island and coming soon to an iOS wallet near you. ARRR.